Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Thrones of Britannia. Now we'll be playing a proper campaign. So, on lunch break I was just fucking around and just passing some turns while not really actually doing anything, just because we'll see what happens. So, there are some nations that are starting to form, and I've been sitting here doing nothing. So we're gonna do something now that we're gonna play. So, one thing I did notice that happened, which was peculiar, guys, is there was a Viking invasion. Well, there was. Okay, there they are. They went that way, though, so they're not my problem. Now, let's see. Take off our glasses. We don't need glasses for battle. Glasses are for pussies. Now, we need to research technology, because we didn't know how messengers work, you fucking Britbongs. I always knew British people were goddamn savages, but this only reaffirms my fucking belief. Now, we're going to invade Mercy, because they are going to need some mercy. Also, they're getting their ass conquered, aren't they? Looks like it. Goddamn British words. I hate British words, especially ancient British words. You're like, hold on, Kibbs, you speak English because you're an American. Yeah, but it's American now. There's a difference. American is superior. much democracy. One thing I think is we're gonna fiddle with some settings here. The game's a bit laggy and poorly optimized, just like Attila, unfortunately. It's rather unfortunate, but that's okay, guys. That's okay. It's bound to happen. Where did my little stream thing go? There we go. There we frickin' go. Faction destroyed. Wincing. Cecilvig. Alright, well, you'd hope the more factions destroyed, the turn time would go faster. However, it seems to go progressively slower with each passing turn. Now, let us see. We have both armies within striking distance of Mercy's forces. We will lash out at our new foes. Dependable in a fight. Ethics matter. Dependable in a fight. Ethics matter. Ethics matter. Wow. So can I ask certain allies not to be called to war?
You want war? War you shall have. Attack.
Fucking silly willy. War declared. Herp derp 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 derp. Make occupy. Well, that was fun. We've already won. No. They don't have any garrisons in these little villages, so excuse me while I just sort of... Like, I don't even auto-resolve. I just take things, guys. Just like, bam, look at that. I did it. I didn't need to do nothing. Now, people are a little upset. This doesn't really surprise me. In the slightest. What we will do, though, is sex warriors. That's what I read when I saw that. Is we will get more guys. God, they picked the most interesting period of time for Brit Bongs. Not even the War of Roses. Alright, Thanes, Sucks Warriors, Carolines. Oh, finally, a word I can say. Long Axemen. Thank you, game. Thank you. Game is merciful. Now, we require technology for certain things. I find that the only limiting factor for unit types is technology. And while at first I was bothered by that, then I realized they picked a period in time which there was just fucking idleness. Nothing happened. In fact, they should just take out technology as a thing. In fact, you should have to fight. You should start with all technology unlocked, and then as time progresses, you lose technology. Because that would be more interesting, honestly, in the current system they have. Let's see, we got Sucks Warriors, Carol Spearmen. I don't see a need to recruit anything. Jeez, I can't speak. Now, we can build a church. This will make them happy. Moot Hills, the laws of the land are more effectively dispensed. Deal with corruption. Corruption's a problem, kinda, sorta. Let's just build that instead. Much simpler. It has less public order penalties. Now, there will be a siege battle upcoming here, so we will want to prepare for that. Quartermaster. So we can move faster. There we go. Do we have loyalty problems? God damn it. This is so annoying. Adopt. That's expensive. They're all treasury cost for securing loyalty is 2,000? Really? It's a little absurd. And by little, I mean it's exceedingly absurd. Wow, holy shit. Just for merely going and getting their allegiance is like 2,000 fucking dollars. Yeah, that's trash. Let's see. Well, fuck. Despite having all this territory, I can only do one action. Wow. That's... But then again, I did build something, but seriously. Ugh. Maybe it's just me, guys. Also, is it just me, or is, like... Is chat working? The stream thing was actually having an issue. YouTube was, which is why I was late, because I was going to start streaming, then I realized that YouTube's streaming function was actually busted. And then it fixed itself a few minutes later, hence why we were late. So, that might explain, there might be issues with chat not appearing, and that might be caused because of that. Either way, moving on to more important matters, we need to take Glawicaster. What an interesting city name, I tell you. I kind of want to do Boodle Tech. Now, let's see. We've got no ability to really push. Continue siege. Yes, my Amazon order has shipped. It is very convenient because I need... What did I order? Ah, yes, a replacement mouse. That is important, actually. It'll be here next fucking Monday. So I'm going to have to use a right-handed mouse that's too small for my hand. This mouse is fucking puny. It hurts. It hurts to hold. Now, God, it's a midget mouse. Like, it's one of those mini mouses. If you know what you guys know what I'm talking about, like the mini mouses you get for your laptop. Yeah, I had to jack that off my laptop for this. So now I'm a little bit sad. So my hand hurts. But moving on past that, we do need to secure loyalty. We'll adopt him. You're part of my family now. Oh good, we can scroll out. Unfortunately, can't scroll out further. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, so we've got some people being born, people dead, married. Ugh. My ruling class of dark elves. Bad hands confirmed. Ooh, right in the feelings, Jubblies. Fucking, you bastard. Now, we're sieging that settlement. Gonna move up here. Who's this guy? How are they doing? Maybe they'll like us. I don't fucking know, guys. I don't have the faintest idea. Okay, we have enough money to secure loyalty of one more guy. And we're gonna do it via adopting, because that's easier. My family grows significantly larger. Now, for this split in the family, do I want to kill them off? I do not know. I do not know. I do not know how the family system will work as time progresses. I imagine things will get chaotic. Now we could get this. This will increase our market by 10%, but that settlement's kind of trash, so let's not. Let's take a peek. How are we doing? Well, these guys are upset, but they're not going to be happy for anytime gosh darn soon. We need more trade goods. How happy are they? Public order is happy. Well, public order is 10. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Nice amp in our industry, guys. How's naval combat in this? Oh, it's bad, actually. Naval combat is, See, okay. Naval combat functions... Now, I have mixed feelings. They removed the ramming function completely out of this one, pretty much, from everything I've seen. And as far as I can tell, like, raising a navy... What navy? That's my question. I can't even figure out how to raise a navy. From all I can tell, and I know you can recruit naval forces, I assume... You know, let's actually take a peek. I assume it has to do with port. There. We don't actually have a proper port. So you can't raise a navy, despite having coastal villages. So, that has kind of baffled me a little bit. Now, I can probably build a port here, actually. when I have money. I would assume... No? Why can't I build a port there? Oh, that is baffling. You'd think... Do I need to replace this building? Yes, you have to replace the trade wharf. Okay, well, we only need one place to have the trade wharf, so let's tear it down. Well, how do we tear... There is, I assume we just have to do it when we have money. Okay, that's weird. How the hell do you tear down buildings? Also, the constructions in this one is particularly linear. In terms of, it's so stupid that you literally have it just in streamlined. Like, resource platforms are completely streamlined. You can be an absolute new person or an idiot, either whichever fucking term you prefer, if you don't want to be offended. And you can play Thrones of Britannia, because Britannia will hold your little hand and be like, oh, don't worry, boss. The farms will be the farms, and always will be farms. And you'll be like, farms forever. It's like, god damn it, game. So much for constructing settlements. And that, you thought Rome 2 was bad, or Total War Warhammer settlement constructions were awful. Oof. This one's bad. It's extraordinarily linear. They just need... Look, if they want to do proper naval... Or not naval. It's city construction. Go back to the way it worked in Rome 1 and Medieval 2. Rome 1 and Medieval 2... Or, no, we'll just say Rome 1. We'll start with the guys which one pioneered which first. Rome 1 pioneered the system, so they get the credit. Do it the way Rome 1 functions. In terms of you can construct your city however you so choose. Now, pay him off, ignore. Rumor this man, it has it this man is working against you and is about to make his next move. Well, I'm going to pay him off, I guess. Because that's the only thing I can do. Alright, so we got a new option here. Taverns, we can build taverns. Faction-wide trade, that's going to be really nice. What's this? Income from raiding. I don't normally use raiding. Because it hampers movement. And this game is all about lightning warfare. It's all important about seizing as many territories as possible. Yes, but castles are not an important thing in this time period. So, that's not even worth mentioning. Because the Vikings completely bypassed any fixed fortifications the Brit-Bongs had in this time period. Thus rendering castles and fixed fortifications completely useless. Because the Vikings didn't care. They just went ransacking the fucking villages and little farms that were unprotected. So, and just completely bypassing fixed fortifications altogether. That caused some significant problems for the poor little Brit-Bongs. See, look at that. We took another little territory. Praise be to baby Jesus. Now, take this little settlement here. Alright, we should be able to handle it. Now, I am playing on Legendary, just so you're aware. Medieval 2 is a glorious game. I really, really, really wish they would just remaster it. Though I do kind of like the new settlements, because it's mostly a mix-up. At least they didn't fucking drag over the same things in Attila like they did with Age of Charlemagne. But, on the counter flip side of that coin, because we're going to be fucking looking at it both sides, because we're going to do this fair, not just bitch and moan, on the flip side, the settlements aren't really that spectacular. There's a few locations, though, that are mildly interesting, and with the addition of actually having little village battles is... Oh my god! We're fighting Romans. The Romans were here. That wall decayed. Oh my god. This makes me happy. At least there's a wall. Who designed this? This is... disgusting. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's take a look. Hold on. There's something here that's bothering me significantly. Besides the fact that the fixed fortifications are very reminiscent of Roman-era fortifications, being that they are Roman. Now, they did touch them up with textures to make them look aged and dated. Like, you got some mossy textures. I can get over that. But this segment of wall bothers me. Look at all the entrances to get up onto the wall there. Or no, wait, are they everywhere? Oh, what the hell? They're everywhere. They put these things everywhere. What the hell? Why'd they do that? Do you see that? It's all along the wall. The little places to get up and down from is what I'm talking about. These little fucking ports. There's no strategic viability to controlling a certain segment of wall whatsoever now. Any chunk of wall has a way to get down. Well, that's kind of annoying. Oh well. I'm mildly miffed about that one. I'll give you that. Now, we have one little siege tower. Now, will these ones actually shoot flaming arrows? That's a good question. Oops, do not select those guys. There we go. And burn down the gate. They do not shoot flaming arrows, it looks like. Nope, those are fucking dry as fuck. Does it do any damage to the siege tower? No damage done to the siege tower whatsoever. Interesting. Shut up, Bubbles. To make it easier for... Bubbles, you did nail it, though. It's to make it easier for the AI. You fucking little honky noise. I imagine he made a honking noise when he did that. Honk. Fucking... Well, at least they won't just teleport like they do in TWW. Alright, generic edgelord. I'll grant you that. That is a fair point. At least they won't just teleport generically.
The enemy approaches.
I can't use flaming arrows on the gate for some reason. That's mildly agitating. Nor can I use dispersed formation on the archers. Hold on, I'm actually quickly curious here. Quickly curious. Now, in terms of unit size, are the unit archers, are they that small? I feel like they're not supposed to be. Let's take a look, shall we? Alright, terrain, texture, shadows, water, sky, depth of field, particle effects, screen space reflections, grass, trees, terrain, unit detail, buildings. Unit size is maxed at ultra. It's even fewer than it is normally. Oh, turn that off. That's annoying. Don't want that proximity distortion thing, or whatever. The one thing I unchecked, I already forgot. Didn't care that much to begin with, but mild aesthetical detail. It seems the towers are very ineffective by comparison. There'd be a lot more dead people. Like that one right there. Alright. Well, these guys are on the wall. Now we're just giving fire because I'm trying to keep them demoralized. Now I'm assuming they have no oil, but then again I do not know. Alright, well I'm going to watch this carefully just to make sure the oil doesn't magically dump out of somewhere. Actually, hold on. Back them up because we have axemen. I almost forgot we had them here. Alright, now that we've held the general in reserve, let's move them up. Battles just feel tinier in this Total War. I hear chanting. Who's doing the chanting? That was weird. There's just some background chanting going on. When Medieval 3 comes out, it better not be on this engine. That's all I've got to say. Nor should Dynasty Kingdoms be on this. Or Dynasty Kingdoms. Fucking, you know what I'm talking about. The Chinese fucking one. It looks pretty, but same graphics as Attila. Attila the Hoon. I do like the soundtrack, though. To give the game props where props are due. Music is pretty decent. The new buildings are... Yeah, they're good. They look, you know, interesting in terms of British buildings. early fucking, you know, medieval, aka Dark Ages. Oh wow, look, Roman fucking amphitheater. Okay, we got through. AI is peculiar in its formation. Alright, is there a gap wide enough to break through? I don't think so. Oops, no wait, you were on the wall. Sorry about that. Actually, hold on. Can we order them to go up this fucking tower? No, they're just gonna... What are they doing? They're splitting the unit up here. I want them to go up this siege tower. Because I want them to go down here, through that point, so we can get behind them. And just flood in there. Form up into a shield wall. Alright, get up there. Oh god, no, they didn't fix that problem. This problem has been in since Rome 2. God damn it. No, use this. Use the siege tower. The siege tower. Not the gate. You fucking idiots. That does bother me that that's not fixed. That's been an issue for far too long. Well, oh well. Fucking go over here. Honestly, like I've told you, Bubbles, a bajillion times, and I'll say a bajillion more times, I'd honestly just... I'd be alright with them. Just look, these guys routed because they couldn't get reinforcements on the wall because the game's broken. They released another broken Total War game without fixing Attila. Attila's still broken, by the way. And this still suffers from the same issues that Attila suffers from. What the heck? I'm a little bit mad about that. Also, it didn't save my settings, did it? Do not use faction symbol. It's ugly as fuck. Unit class, followed by morale. Thank you, game. Much better. Oh, they're too tiny. Gotta fix them. It keeps resetting every time I close the game, by the by. There. Now I can actually make out what the little symbols are. How come we aren't contesting the point? I'd like to point out we have troops contesting said point. Why are the towers not being contested? Another bug? Oh god, they just keep coming. How many bugs is that now? That's my question to you guys. Seriously, we're not contesting the point. We have troops in the zone contesting it. They're within the ring. This point should be contested. I heard an interesting scream just now, though. I'm not sure if that was real life. Also, oops, I forgot to disable your formation. Tear down that, Mr. Gorbachev. Tear it down. Can we move through there? Well, technically speaking, guys, I'm pretty sure our guys could run under here. In fact, they can. Well, what is the point of this, then, I ask? What is the point? Bit futile, in my perspective. Now, with this side exposed, we can fire directly into them. Oh, we're out of ammunition. That is rather unfortunate. Also, unit pathing seems to struggle very badly with this Total War. Getting units on the walls is particularly hard. Alright, get up there. Go. Go up there. What are you doing? They've added new death screams. This is nice. I like that. Well, they're finally going up there. It's now starting to contest the point. Okay, so this needs to be removed, Creative Assembly. This doesn't contest the point. You actually have to have guys on the wall. They've changed that setting. However, because I can't tell you if it's changed or not, I had thought the ring is... Oh my god, the frame rate drops. Oof, poorly optimized game. Oh. Alright, so, we've got what? Some spearmen. We'll kill them. Till only crashes 67% of the time, and this game has only crashed a couple. But I still prefer Attila, which is sad. I'll rip the soundtrack out of this game, though, and put it in Attila. So we get rid of that, you know. I can't do it. You gotta have like a pipe. Dude, get the fuck up on the wall. Unit pathing is bad. So bad that I'm actually gonna lose. Ugh. Well, that's mildly agitating. Alright, well, let's hope that the Blood and Gore pack is only 99 cents this time around. Nickel and diming us. Ugh. We're gonna lose this. You wanna know why? Because the units that go up on the wall keep turning around. So they'll okay. You know, I'll explain what's happening. Because I've already noticed this shit. And I was hoping that it was just a one-time glitch, but it's happening again. Alright, the enemy's gonna chain route. This is a clusterfuck. Wait, 3 units are here, yet I only see 1 icon. Anyways, you'll take an absurd amount of casualties, and you need to know why, guys. So when you order your guys to go up here, the problem is they'll occasionally keep turning around. You'll have guys... What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, that took out 3 of my units. Thank you, game. You asshole. What was that for? There was no reason for that to happen. They've all routed. What the fuck? How did they explode? Oh my god. What? Oh my god. I have no idea how that happened. Oh my god. Oh, my foot fell asleep at the same time as I started laughing. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? Hold on. What the hell just happened? The towers exploded. Like, that's normal. In Attila they do that. But they don't cause friendly casualties. Look, this has been a thing they've introduced since Attila. So the exploding towers, I had forgotten about that. That made me laugh. But what made me laugh more was the fact that these towers exploding also blows up the chunk of wall, which considers it receiving maximum damage, thus killing everyone else. Also, I should probably... Oh well, we did it. Well, this army took unnecessary casualties. God damn it. Alright. Hold on, we have a... Welcome, Quinn Madsen. A new subscriber. He is subscribed for more autism. What a good lad. What a good lad, a brave lad. That or he subscribed because he saw the Battletech stuff and he was like, Battletech. And that was a good reason to subscribe as well. Though not as good as autism. I think we can all agree. Pyrrhic victory. Alright. Occupy, liberate. Yes, that very much looks like... Oh no, he cut the bonds of his hands. Okay. It looks like he's about to stab him. We've occupied them. Alright, so... Secure loyalty. Mildly agitating. Alright, so... What else do we got? We've got... Building requires repair. God, why did they bring the crappy Age of Charlemagne art, Bubbles? This is poopy. I hate this art. Look at them, Bubbles. They look like Dark Elves from fucking Elder Scrolls. It's not just me. More people I've seen say that they've agreed with that. Or not that they've agreed with that, but they've commented the same thing. Like, they look like Dark Elves. They look like elves. And I'm just reminded by the Dark Elves from fucking Skyrim. And I'm just like, what the... Or Skyrim. Fucking kill me. I did the thing I hate the most. Elder Scrolls. There we go. Alright. We'll repair these structures. There we go. Alright, we were going to test something. That's right. I completely forgot. I want a port. No, I want a port game. I don't want a fucking trade wharf game. How do I demolish that structure? This shouldn't be hard. It's something obvious. There's no way they'd remove the demolish button. That would be ludicrous. How the hell do you change the building? Where'd they put it? Demolish. Building browser. Wait, this is the naval thing. What? Where's the actual, like, dockyard? Or can we just produce a fleet via that way? That's so weird. I thought they would have something separate than trade yetis, because they used to have fishing docks as well as dockyards, and then, you know, professional dockyards. Can I just recruit a navy? Okay. I'm gonna try something later. We'll build a navy, but right now it's just a waste of money. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? I've got money to spend. Let's try. Alright, so you are going to be in charge of a navy. Now, you go to be in the sea. How do we recruit ships? Well, I can't figure it out. How do I disband this army? I assume we go here. For the love of God, please tell me you can disband armies. Oh, there you go. You have to left click on it. You see, you used to be able to hover your mouse over it. That's what changed, because I was getting like a little fucking concerned there, guys. Just a little bit. Okay. Is there a different tab? Why can't I produce ships? That's so weird. Alright, we got a new button. A new district, another fucking annoying tab to manage. Let's see. Governance is 7. You got pretty good governance, my son. Wait, no, don't. Wait, tell me of nobles who aren't taken. Oh, okay. Those you have to scroll down. Jesus. Game. Jesus. Alright, well, you'll be in charge of there. That's okay. Not the worst. Public order problems, no shit, Sherlock. Quartermaster. There we are. Easy peasy lemon McFucking squeezy. Now the sucky thing is the way the recruiting works in this game is highly agitating. So, we're limited to a certain amount of units to recruit. The reason for this is based upon structures, not on the actual population system. Which they do need to bring back the population system and toss this fucking junk out, you cunts. God damn it. Alright, so. And then food is going to be a fucking colossal thing in this game. A colossal thing. Now, we need cavalry. That is going to be a hefty army to field. 9 units! Jesus! Remember in Total War games when you could field up to 40 unit cards and have massive armies? Yeah, in this game it's basically playing skirmishes the game. So we can only field like little baby armies. Little itty bitty armies. Alright, so you'll get a swordsman. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll take 2 shit swordsmen because honestly, the AI is so dumb I can win with chaff infantry just like I can in most games. In Total War. No, not, there's other games out there which I cannot beat with chaff. Okay, well, we've spent all the money we've got. Let's end our turn. Kyle always gets tilted. You know better. Oh, great. We're being called to war against who exactly? South CX. Can I get a... No, they're the defender. East Engel. Okay, so these people are invading. Decline or break alliance. We have to honor our alliance and fucking enter the war. However, we will need to divert an army to deal with them, because now we're going to be in a bit of a predicament. Gwent. Powesterby. The names! They sat the soul out of me with their dryness. Ergalia. God, Britain. Why did you pick Britain? Why not the Bronze Age? Is it me, or am I the only one who wishes there was a Bronze Age Total War? I feel like I might be alone in this, but that's okay. Bronze Age Total War would be fucking cool as shit. Faction destroyed. Bunch more factions. Hopefully the turn timer will pick up in speed. Oh, we lost a territory to a 19 stack, which will fucking take all sorts of settlements by the time we turn around. Fun and engaging game mechanics. Now, we need to turn our happy little asses around. 1 army at least. Going to have to recruit a ton of dudes. This war fever thing I'm actually annoyed by. Armies in own territory, minus 51. I want this gone. This needs to never, ever appear in another Total War game again. War fervor, as well as this. This is also disgusting. Ugh. Now, more importantly, Hereford needs to burn.
We will prevail. Aye. Agree.
There we go. We took a little piece of land. Wasn't that fun, guys? We took a whole piece of land-oo. Now, this province is probably greatly upset or some bullshit. However, that is none of my concern. I just hope they don't tear down my... Well, they can't tear down these buildings. You can't demolish or replace buildings in this game. Like, what the hell, Creative Assembly? That's not very creative whatsoever. You're kind of disassembling your game here. Like, let's go back to the drawing board. Actually, no, wait. I don't think there was a Total War that regressed this far back in terms of mechanics, as well as add mechanics. It's so weird. Or no, by add mechanics, I mean revive. They revived a few Medieval 1 and Medieval 2 mechanics, but at the cost of, like, every fucking revolutionary good mechanic that there was. And it's like, I have mixed feelings about that maneuver. Yeah, this game does feel like an auto-resolve game. You just sort of auto-resolve your way through it, and it's just like... The campaign map... See, the thing is, in Medieval 2, the campaign map, there was things and resources, and it had its own little fundamental mechanics, and I liked that about it. You had to send your diplomats, you had your spies, you got... You know, it felt like the campaign map was its own little fucking meta-game, or mini-game, compared to this. Dyflin cracks down. All minor Viking sea factions in Ireland will become vassals of Dyflin. Once the Viking long forts in Uri have fallen, Dyflin is not wasting any time in responding. They have taken control of every other Viking faction in Ireland and made them into their vassals. They must be expecting more trouble. Don't care. War fever. War fever's... This system! It's not a Total War game. I'm being punished for doing Total War. I don't care. Fuck off, game. So we need to take Wildcraster. God, I hate games that punish you for playing them. For glorious combat. Also, for the record, I was right, Arch. Yeah, that's right. If you hear this later, Archoli, I was right. This game is poopy. You were wrong. I win. Alright. Now that that's settled and I can die happy, knowing he's gonna be a salty little cupcake. God, this game is so poopy scoopy. Now, see, there's things I like about this game. That's what bothers me the most. I don't know. I don't know. This building system. Ugh. Ugh. Now, we need to buy more units. Also, Bubbles, if you didn't notice, there's no forced march stance anymore. I wonder if that was moved via the quartermaster, I bet. No, it's not actually a thing. Oh, they removed mechanics from the armies too, huh? That's weird. Why would they do that? That's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. What was the logic behind taking out so much and replacing it with so little? This does feel like an Attila mod, though. Call the Inquisitor. Being right is heresy. That's fine. Nothing like a little bit of heresy. That's why we like the Felinads. They go squeaky squeaky, and then they die because they get shot by something. It's the natural order of things. You know, you'd think with all the dead factions, the turn timer would pick up here. Bubbles, it suffers from the same problem Attila's got. As you play more and more, it gets longer and longer. Flooding. Oh, good. Fun and engaging mechanics. I can't even... Can I build anything to counter flooding? Or is this just like a forced mechanic that I can't really deal with? Can I build, like, order them to build on higher ground? Can I construct, you know, breaks or something? I don't know. You'd think you could do something to counter it. But apparently Britbongs were really silly back then. And when they flooded, they were like, oh no, better rebuild everything in the floody spots.
Glory awaits. unites us.
Occupy.
Without fail.
If this forces this province into a civil fucking... Rebellions can occur if your public order is negative. Your current chance of rebellion is 2%. Oh god, it's an RNG system. No! No! Why would you do that? Why would you do... RNG is not a good thing to have in your game. You want to minimize it as much as possible. I know I say that because Battletech is already RNG, but you want to make it feel natural. The goal of an RNG system is not to make it feel like, oh, flip the coin, see what happens. The goal is to make it simulate. There needs to be better information displayed there. Royal Thanes. That sounds cool. Let's get some of those. What do we need? What do we... Fucking more loyalty problems. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. You know, I don't remember Medieval 2, the little whiny cunts being all that annoying. I remember occasionally somebody would sell out and I'd be like, no, you traitor. But it was always a big deal when it happened. In this game, it's like everybody's just a fucking ass bag. And British people need to be fucking massacred. Now, these little fucking cunts have taken all sorts of land that they're not allowed to have. Ugh. So slow. Everything's slow. This army is slow. Recruiting is slow. Moving is slow. Building is... it's kind of the same. Things feel a little bit slowed down. 2% civil war starts. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, oh, it's only 1%. Then just, like, you hit enter and fucking massive civil war, you die. And you're just like, damn. Next Total War game needs RNG loot boxes. I'm pretty sure the Chinese Total War will have it. Because it's fucking, it's a Dynasties Total War. And you know what? The Chinese fucking video game market, the trash shithole that thing is, the monstrosity that the Eastern gaming market is. Could you imagine? Creative Assembly would love that. They're like, yeah, fucking loot box units. In order to get more units, you have to play... Oh my god. They have that already. Creative Assembly's already done this. They've made a fucking shitty goddamn fucking time-weight-based shithole game called Total War Kingdoms. And no, I'm not talking about Medieval 2 Kingdoms, that kick-ass game they made back when Creative Assembly had honor and, you know, decency and cared about their player base. Okay, we still recuperate here. Now that green means their unit health. Honestly, they can just bring back the flag banner system. I thought that was actually a nice thing. This actually displays less information than the other system they had before. It's a bit regressivist. Also, territories are being swapped very weirdly here. Okay, we're gonna have to move slowly though if we want to actually recuperate, because we're just not fucking... Recuperation's terrible in this game. It takes turns. Ugh. Medieval 2. Where art thou, Medieval 2, guys? And then people are like, oh, this is good. Best thing is, hold on, I want to see. I can't be the only one who thinks this. I can't be. Other people have to see. Oh wow, they're falling off a cliff. So this game was like at 90% last I checked, and it's just like dropped that badly. Good, I'm glad people found my review helpful. My review is not very descriptive. We're just going to briefly look through this. I own every historical Total War game, but apparently I'm too stupid to realize how bad this one is. There is no tutorials, you'll have to learn the new features and mechanics yourself. Okay, if you've never played a Total War game, do not buy this pile of junk. You should buy a good Total War. New players should buy Medieval 2 and learn Total War that way. Just letting... No general speeches, yeah. Okay, well, why do you recommend it? Alright, persuade me. The graphical settings is identical to Attila. Did I mention the main menu? It has the same towards the Total War of Attila. You might find the new settlement structures a whole new experience if you came from Attila, on which I won't recommend this game. What? You said liked? Oh, I'm sure that pissed off people. I'm sure that really triggered them. Oh my god. Alrighty, well. The thing is, it's just not good. It's not a fun Total War. And this war fervor mechanic is aggravating. I'm punished. Minus 25% replenishment. That's probably what's actually really affecting me right there. Minus 20% to fucking replenishment chance of all units. Yeah, I was right. I'm gonna state that and fucking say it proudly. I was right. This game punishes you for playing a Total War game. This isn't Total War. This is Total War with a skin and a very awful aesthetic. With dark elves. Come on, Creative Assembly. And the thing is, I want good Total War games. I know Creative Assembly can make a good Total War game. They've done it before. They can do it again. The thing is, people need to stop sucking their goddamn cock and give them some goddamn criticism. Because everybody, everywhere I always look, they're like, oh, Thrones of Britannia, pretty good. It's such an interesting time period. It's like, actually, no. Militarily wise, tech and fucking just the way combat functioned in this, it regressed backwards. This studio made Shogun 2. Yeah. I mean, okay, guys, you need to know this. This Creative Assembly did not make Rome 1. This Creative Assembly did not make Medieval 2. This Creative Assembly made Empire Total War. Now, it didn't make Shogun 2, so it has made one good game. The Creative Assembly that made Rome 1 and Medieval 2 was the Australian division, which they shut down because they made Stormrise. So, this Creative Assembly has only made one good Total War, in my opinion, and that's Shogun 2. Rome 2, at the end of all its patches, is still a disaster. Attila is, I'd say, relatively serviceable. If you're a newcomer to the franchise, Attila is a great place to start, in my opinion. If you want to get down to the modern historical ones. If you're not willing to go back. The perfect one to start, though, is Shogun 2, in my opinion, for modern Total War. Shogun 2 does it right, in a lot of regards. Though the only downside is just there's not a lot of unit variety, but it's not as big of a deal because it's executed pretty well. Holy shit, Mercia. You're just fucking dissolving. Okay, can I just peace out with them? Because this is getting a little ridiculous. Also, yeah. See, border gore becomes a thing in this game if you keep pressing onward. So let's see. Let's see if we can't peace out of this conflict. They're losing badly. Logic dictates they would want to peace out. Then again, we all know how... Okay, let's see how the diplomacy AI works. Are you serious? Dependable in a fight, aggressive, despises the Welsh, all about gold. That's cute, but I feel like none of those personality traits actually matter. Because you're dead. What an asshole. What an idiot. Oh well, fuck him. He's gonna kill himself, and I don't care. But yeah. This Creative Assembly did not make Rome 1 or Medieval 2, which are the pinnacles of Total War. It's funny. It's funny. It's also sad. Let's see. But we know. The thing is, like Bubbles and I have said earlier, like, we know they're capable of making good Total Wars. They did it. They did it with Shogun 2, and hell, Napoleon was pretty good too. They've done it, and I know they can do it again. The little bastards just need to pull their shit together. There's 20 units stacked there. We're not going to be able to take them out. Can I recruit in friendly territory?
We'll be here for a while.
No. Can I undo that? No. That's lovely. Yay. Fun and... Okay. Why does Rome 2 do this better? That scares me, guys. I'm actually fucking frightened. We're stuck in a fort now because I just clicked on it because I wanted to see if I could fucking recruit units in friendly territory. The game punished me for experimenting. Thanks, game. God damn it. Why am I being punished? What did I do, game? I've been a loyal fan to fucking Total War. I've stuck through it even through the darkest of times, and they shit all over me still. And here I am, still sticking with them. I may rag on them all the time, but I'm as loyal as they come when it comes to being a fan of a fucking franchise. Almost deadly so. Now, bad Creative Assembly. What mods do you recommend for Total War Attila and Medieval 2? Ooh, Medieval 2 has fucking fantastic mods. So for Medieval 2, Stainless Steel is a really awesome mod. That's one to check out. There is the Lord of the Rings mod, which is also fucking fantastic. You need to check that one out. Then there is Beginning of the End Times mod, which basically is Total War Warhammer, but more stuff than Total War Warhammer, and the Medieval 2 engine. And the beginning of times mod is a little bit hard to get to work, at least for me, on Windows 10, sadly. Sadness. But it is a fantastic mod. In terms of Attila, Radius is a good fucking steady fallback. There's one mod that turns it into the ancient period, which sort of just Rome 2 but in Attila. That one's fucking pretty good. I forget what that one's called, like the Republic or something. And then there's the upcoming 1212 AD mod, which is going to bring it into the medieval Total War period, which is upcoming and looks pretty good as well. There's also some other notable mods, like there's a Lord of the Rings one coming for Attila, as well as a Game of Thrones one, if I recall correctly. Attila's also got some fantastic unit mods, some fantastic mods all around. Attila's actually becoming a pretty... While it needs to be optimized, it needs patches, it needs love, because it suffers. It suffers badly from fucking just poorly made and poorly constructed programming. It needs to be fixed. But Attila actually has some promising mods, despite Creative Assembly handicapping them as much as possible and trying to make sure modders couldn't mod too much. Despite this, modders have overcome quite a bit. So Attila's looking to be quite promising. And it looks like it's going to age quite... Well, it's going to age poorly because the game's engine. The Warscape engine is a terrible engine. It was good on paper, but it was an awful idea. The idea behind the Warscape engine was to create a compartmentalized engine from all the research I gathered. And the idea was that basically they could sort of plug in new pieces and take out old pieces so they could keep updating it and, working it. Now, economically speaking, this sounds like a fantastic idea. You can use this engine for quite a long time. However, the engine's so poorly constructed and poorly made. Empire Total War was the first time it was debuted, by the way, and that's a good example. It was off to a rocky start because that game was never fixed either. It just goes to show. Now, the only time I think that we've ever seen the Warscape engine truly shine was in Shogun Total War. I don't know what the fuckers did, but Shogun Total War truly shined. It truly stood out as an honorable Total War. It deserved, the title of Total War. It earned it. And its expansions, with Rise of the Samurai being slightly lackluster, but followed by Fall of the Samurai, one of the greatest Total War expansions in my opinion. In terms of just fun. The amount of fun I had with Fall of the Samurai is immeasurable. The units, the gunplay. It was like Napoleon's gun combat, but, post-Civil War era, because, after 1870s. I don't remember what time period. I think it's 1880s or something like that. It goes up to. Judging by the technology of the ironclads and the Armstrong guns, I will say it's around the 1880s period. So we're definitely getting closer. I think you can honestly push Total War to 1880s, but anything post 1880s, also the Welsh control down here, they do. Interesting. How did they do that? Or they just bypassed? I thought it was a bigger deal than that. This is the problem, though, in terms of these little... So, just to give you guys an example. They create these little states, right? Problem is it creates border gore. Because this faction controls half of Vordia. And it just looks ugly on the map. Oof. Stop spamming Bubbles. Bubbles isn't spamming. Bubbles is a good guy. You understand? Bubbles and I have talked for hours. Days about Total War. So much so that even Archoli had to leave. He got so sick of it, he's like, oh. And we talked about it a long time. God, what was it? That one conversation, Arch, Bubbles, myself, and I think Aldog might have been there. And we talked about Total War for fucking... God. I could have been 10 hours. And we didn't really play any games. We just discussed Total War because we all love Total War. Well, some of us don't anymore. Quite a few of us have actually given up on the franchise. Now I'm still here because I think they can do it. Again, Thrones of Britannia is trying to do a lot of things. The War Fervor thing is a good on paper idea, but I think it's honestly a little bit too punishing. Either that, it needs to be reworked in a more different way. I don't like it. It's too handicapping, in my opinion. We should upgrade our farms. Then again, you know, that is my opinion. But of course, my opinion is always right, and, you know, anyone who says otherwise shall be executed for treason against the state. Alright, so that's an allied stack? No, that's an enemy stack. And they're slightly wounded. I would like to intervene and help. Oh, good. It can't garrison friendly villages. Well, never mind. You're on your own, buckaroos. I ain't helping. Gonna have to heal up.
I want a full patrol rota.
Now we can get Royal Thanes. Oh, I want to see them in action. Yes, please. I'd also like... Also, is this game going to get mod support? I did look around, guys, and I couldn't find anything. Like, if this game was to get extensive mod support, it would have the potentialness to get there. The problem is I do not like Total War Vanilla anymore. The only Total War Vanilla I can play is the classics of Rome 1 and Medieval 2, because I enjoy them so much. I can play them vanilla and have a good time. Hell, even Shogun 2 and Napoleon I can get away with. Though Darth mod with Napoleon is so delicious. It's fantastic.
All forces in good order.
All forces in good order. Ooh, he's a sexy sounding little cunt, isn't he? He's like, barbarian savagery. Now, if we deal with those rebels, I feel like we'd be doing them a favor, but I'm gonna actually just start heading south, actually. Because we're gonna go deal with these guys. Mercia is getting thoroughly ravished. And they're not my problem for the time being. We do need to cycle through our provinces and adjust some things here. There's a lot of things I like about this, though, that it's done or is attempted to do. Not the art, though. Do not know why they keep doing this. It's not... Did the Brit-Bongs actually draw like this? If they did, I'm kind of disgusted. Because this looks terrible. The worst part is I can do better, and that's what I think makes me the most frightened. Because I'm not that competent. And I know my limits. We need cloth. We're making a sizable income, but we can't field that many troops. 2 stacks, and at that, we can barely field them at fucking full strength. Or even close to. What a bunch of nerds. Hey, we're not nerds. But that's okay. This is going to be the final stream of Battletech. No. We're going to keep doing that. But this will be probably the final stream of Thrones of Redone. And then we'll move on to, back to Battletech. Because I don't think this will make a pleasant series. It's just kind of long and grindy. Also, my little nation has grown exponentially. I feel like it shouldn't be that big.
We will do our utmost.
I really wish there was a forced march stance. Oh well, I guess it makes the roads a necessity. Yeah, it'll be quicker to get there that way. God forbid if they attack from anywhere. The thing is, you're supposed to raise levies and be able to, you know, get rid of them fairly quickly. Okay, so there's 10 guys there. If we defeat that army, that'll give us some serious momentum power. I think that's what we'll do, actually.
Regroup and await orders.
Okay, we've moved to intercept. They can leave, but that way we'll get Guildford. And deprive them of that territory. Also, you can't trade provinces. Like, I would love to give my little puppets their provinces back because I'm a nice overlord. But I can't, because there's no functionality to do that. Timber. Church. Make this province a little happier. Gonna want to build it up. I don't know. It feels like this is a very small Total War. And again, I guess for the price, this is exactly what you should expect. Honestly, I think it's a little too steep, to be honest. I'd say this Total War should be priced at $20 as a standalone title, and should receive no DLC support, because honestly I do not see it worthy of it, unless they're going to add on to the map, which they desperately need to do. Declaration of Friendship. Oh, isn't that cute?
Shall we seal the deal with mead?
No, fuck off. Don't make it gay. Yeah. I'm not familiar with the Hemo manuals, but I've never seen this kind of art style. I don't know what they're going for, because it looks pretty bad. Nice! Battletech is shipped. Sweet. I'd order a Total Warfare book, because I lost my old one, and it's ripped. Also, that was a remarkably expensive book, by the way. $100 frickin' for a Total Warfare book. And the worst part is, by the time that gets here, you watch, the little cunts will release a new book. Oh, cringy. No, it's gonna be one of those. You gotta go on this fucking random long-ass goose chase forever. Well, I cannot be asked to do something so disgustingly awful. And instead, I will choose to... God damn it, more fucking loyalty problems. Ugh. Now, we'll recruit this guy instead. Now, they've removed mercenaries from the game. A horrible idea. Because now there's no way to rapidly recruit units, even if you have the money, and in time of emergencies. And again, there's a thing called gamification before anyone asks. Wow, the map looks really crappy. They have their charm. The map is kind of crappy. I mean, it's Britain, so it has to be crappy. Got him. Ugh. My little nation's fat. Disgusting. Alright, well, we'll take this, I guess. They'll be happy-wappy when we occupy them, I'm sure. There we go. Upgrade it. Because why the frack not? Now we need to deal with those little weasels. And let's see. Mercia's just falling into disarray as usual. Another loyalty problem? I don't have the money to handle it right now. Jesus. The amount of loyalty problems, Governor. I think they should separate the tech trees for Governor and just the regular generals. So you have your governorship, you know, or whatever, and then you got your other thing. Oh, fuck. Did I accidentally put the army in it and not take it out of it? I did. Shit! I forgot to completely remove them. Well, they're gonna die. Thing is, it's gonna... I don't even think we can damage them. The units will just chain route before anything fucking happens. Oh well, we'll try. Better to have tried than to have not. Next Total War 2055. 4 factions. No! Do not put Total War past World War I. That would be a grave mistake. The problem with doing that is, by World War I, tactics and military doctrine no longer worked the way it did anymore. Thus, the Total War formula, which it operates based upon the old formula of warfare, doesn't work anyway. Massed, you know, regiments of infantry doesn't work. Cavalry, they kind of work, but not at all in the way they did in this period. Hell, Fall of the Samurai is, you know, emphasizing that point to that transition with weapons and stuff. But it's still at that early point where it still works. 2005. 10 factions, all aliens. You guys just really want to trigger me, don't you? What the hell? I'm defending this. What? How am I? Why did I spawn out here? Should I spawn in here because I'm defending the village? Oh, wow. Guess I gotta pull an arch. No, I can't do an arch. That's corner hump and faggotry. We gotta die with honor. Relatively little honor, but something is better than nothing. Form a little square of fun. Guys, I ordered God of War. God of War is shipped. It'll be here. So excited. Guys, I'm excited. You don't have any idea how excited I am. Form a fucking circle. Happy, happy, happy little circle. Happy, wappy, wappy little circle. It's a happy, wappy, wappy. Oh, very little happy. Fuck. It's not a very perfect pentagon. There. We will defend this position. These flowers are sacred to our people. They will not take these flowers from us. Now, shoot at the guys with the shields up. Oh, don't skirmish me. Ooh, that's getting mildly close to hitting one of these guys. Alright, well, time to hit the fucking fast forward button, because they're just gonna sit there and shoot me to death. 45. Yeah, the shields aren't good enough. They're gonna decay. They're decaying way too rapidly, actually. Even with the 40+ block chance, it's just not enough. The unit's just crumbling. Oh my god. Archers are retardedly powerful in this one. Alright, how much ammunition? Okay, well they're almost out of ammo. We'll need to replace them. Retreat. Quickly reposition. Ooh. Oh, turn around, they're still shooting you. They're fucked. Run! Run, you cowards! Cause I'll stab you if you fucking stand, you fools! Look, we got little Roman helmets. Oh, they look like Roman helmets for a second. Go behind the trees. Trees are dumb, though. Like said, we have to defend these flowers. But Kibbs, there's flowers everywhere. Doesn't matter. The flowers here are specifically sacred because reasons. And therefore we will die on these flowers. Honestly, I'm just doing it because of... It looks nicer because they don't have a function. Guys, you know in Total War Warhammer they added an ability so you can remove trees? Yeah, they didn't put it in this one. So the fucking foliage is super annoying. I mean, you could technically turn off the visuals, but I don't really want to make my graphics look poopy because of it. Okay, here they come. You ready, brothers? They're spies. Well, no, we're not going to take the fight to them, Jeff, because we're fucking outnumbered. We need you to be relatively loose and adjust, because it looks like they're going to react with a flanking maneuver. Okay, the cavalry's just sort of moving around all funky like. There they go. The real question is, how many can we kill by doing this? I do not imagine much. Let's boost the morale for what little fucking morale we actually bear. I do like the new death screams. It has taken them far too long to add some dramatic sounding death screams. Instead of using like your old trashy recycled ones. I'll give them credit where credit is due. Sound effects for this game are actually quite competent by comparison. However, the game functionalities, in my opinion, are lackluster. And the lack of blood and gore makes me sad. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 AI. That's a good point. The AI doesn't really know how to flank. And I think the AI is honestly the worst. I am playing on Legendary. Let me reiterate that for the 7th time. The Battlefield difficulty, I'm playing on Legendary. Campaign difficulty, I'm just set to hard, because I didn't want to deal with retarded, over-the-top public order penalties for no reason. But Battlefield difficulties on Legendary, campaign map hard. And this is what I get for playing on Legendary. This is Legendary, alright, just not in the way I think they were intending. Should we go around, General? Nah, that's a good point. Alright, we're gonna have a chain route happening here soon once these two fuckers pop. Have we killed enough of them to slow their advance? I think we have. At least we damaged the cavalry fairly significantly, it seems. Are there? Oh my god, they don't hold their archers in reserve, they just bonsai. They sent their fucking archers to go die. You know, I should have just fucking flat out lost, but I did a lot fucking better than I would have fucking thought. Considering how vastly outnumbered I was. Oh, these are cool looking dudes. Oh, they're just using the Attila models. At least some of them. Though there's some new face models. Hold on. There's some new face models here. Or I'm deceived into thinking there are. Oh, hold on a sec. There, sorry about that. Alright, so, in about an hour, we'll end the stream. Because, or, well, we might pause it. No, we'll end it. I think it'll be fair to end it, because you'll have seen everything you'll want to see. The reason for that is because I need to pick up a head of lettuce later. Guess Kyle's bad time. Bedtime is up. No, it's not. Just gotta pick up a head of lettuce from the market. The market bush. But then I'll pop in Discord today, and we'll hang out and do a Discord chat, because that'll be fun. And you little cocksuckers will go in the Discord chat this time. You little fucking runts. Oh, good, he went north. Actually, no, he did fight the general. Was there a garrison? No, there wasn't a garrison. No, wait, no. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. But yeah, we'll resume our Battletech Let's Play after this, though. And fucking go hardcore into Battletech. Oh my god, the next lore video is gonna be so cool. Still writing the fucking script for that. Still writing the script for Jurassic Park as well. Gonna die. I hope that Jurassic Park Evolution game's good. Fingers crossed. Probably gonna be trash, just like the movies. Or the recent movies. Ooh. All save for the original. Also, the books for Jurassic Park, let me tell you guys, fucking garbage. It is so annoying with how much fucking, like, chaos theory or something. It just shoves this same philosophy down your throat repeatedly. Very preachy. So yeah, I finally read through both Jurassic Park books, and I was thoroughly disappointed, as I expected to be. But, at the very least, there are some points which I thought were more interesting. Like, there was a lot more park staff that were killed in the Jurassic Park incident than in the movie. There was also a completely different cast of characters, and Dr. Grant wasn't nearly as important. The one other important character was like some guy, was the lawyer. The lawyer who gets eaten by the Tyrannosaurus Rex was actually more important, which was kind of weird. And his name was Gennaro or something like that. And I thought that was peculiar. There was also a plethora of more characters that went along in the vehicle scene. And while I'd say if you like the Jurassic Park movie, like the first movie, enough to read a book and you're looking for a book to read, the first Jurassic Park book, if you skip, anytime you get to a chapter where it's getting preachy, just skip. No, I haven't seen Infinite War. And I don't know if I will. I don't know if I want to. I don't even know if I want to see the new Jurassic Park movie, despite me, like, having a fucking huge thing for Jurassic Park, the original movie. And Jurassic World, the movie, was, it was something, where they were shooting a dinosaur with rockets and machine guns, and I was just going like, what the fuck is this? Excuse me? Excuse me? Alright, we can deal with this little renegade army real quick. No projected fucking numbers. That's kind of unfortunate. It's badass. Is it? I have a hard time believing that. Marvel movies always follow a similar format that is just very lame in terms of storytelling, character development, and things like that. I have a hard time believing it, but we'll think about it. I mean, I've enjoyed a fair few Marvel movies despite their lackluster storytelling. For example, Guardians of the Galaxy I thought was pretty good. What else did I like? Oof, we don't want to make them too pissy now, do we? What provinces suffer from that province? Public Order is not as annoying in this one. I will give credit where credit is due, and Public Order isn't fucking cringy. As cringy. You're not punished for upgrading your farms for once, which is nice. Which, that should have been a thing in ages ago. Like, upgrading your farms gives you squalor. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, we're making more money and feeding you cunts. It was one of those weird things. What else? I also enjoyed the original Iron Man. I thought that was a good one. Captain America is weak, and they really need to redo him and get rid of that weird cuck guy who's playing him, who comes off as the cuckiest fucking asshole ever. God, I hate that actor. I don't know what about him, but something about that guy. He's just so fucking cucky in personality. He's just like, he seems weak, soft, pathetic. And I just get disgusted every time I see him. I didn't see Black Panther, but I heard that was also a fun movie. And I don't know, because I've heard conflicting reports on that movie. Some people tell me it was good, and then there's another group of people that tell me that it was actually just the same old Marvel stuff, but for some reason people liked it, because we was kangs. And now I'm just like, well, if it's the same old Marvel part, that's already broke my heart, because I don't like that. Also, the Han Solo movie looks like crap. Chris Evans he looks cucky. I don't like the way he talks. Look, he's super well built. I'll give him that. He's super muscly. He looks like a decent fella. But the way he portrays Captain America and the way he acts as Captain America doesn't give me that Captain America feel. It just feels like some guy who took steroids and punches people pretty effectively. And while technically speaking, that is his backstory and that. The thing is, I think they need to do some revisioning for Captain America. It needs touch-up. It needs to be rebranded. It feels too comic-y. I know, again, comic-y because Marvel comic. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. It just feels a little bit cut and dry. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's also raining again, and I forgot to not hit check mark when raining. God damn it. Tell you what, AI, we're gonna make your day a nice day. We're not gonna do crazy flanking tactics. We'll do simple tactics. Oh, they're coming to attack us, huh?
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Alright. Cool. They're coming towards us. Make him a trans, non-binary, black, Latina amputee. No, that wouldn't fucking make Chris Evans' character better. Like, I've not seen Chris Evans in any fucking movie where he isn't, or any other movie besides the one where he plays Captain America. So, from what I've seen thus far, meh. Who knows? Maybe he's in a movie where I'd be like, wow, he's really good for that. But Captain America, I just don't feel it. Okay, I thought they were going to flank around there, but I guess not. Okay, they did do it there. Okay, we will turn on guard mode. Ooh, that unit just fucking shattered. Again, we need mods to rebalance the way fucking units just pop. Units shatter way too easy. Ugh, annoying. Oh, whoops, I didn't notice that cavalry there. God, the ability not to remove trees. Are we winning in combat? Melee losing slightly. No, we're not going to win that engagement. But we will deal with them quickly and hastily. What are they doing? You know what? Aye, 'tis so. Kill them. Did we break them? No, they're breaking off. Oh, I can't see the unit markers. What the fuck are they? God, this is annoying. And no, I'm not finicking with the speed. Only pussies do that. Yes, I could technically pause it, but I have a pet peeve for not slowing down nor pausing. Unless it's like a super cheesy thing that happened where the game's just glitching out and I have to do something about it, I refrain from pausing, because pausing is... Ugh. Rich Evans should play Captain America. Who's Rich Evans again? Which one is that? Not particularly good with actor names. You, get back here. Rich Evans. Hold on, I'm gonna Google that real quick. Who's Rich Evans? Rich Evans. Let's make sure he's not a... Hold on, is this like... Yeah, no. Why would you do that to me? Bubbles is pulling a meme. See, I immediately had my suspicions when he said it. Rich Evans looks like he's got some sort of disease. I do like the music in this, though. Again, credit where credit is due. Also, I forgot about this unit here. Oops. Also, did I not pause when I minimized? Thought I did. I guess, maybe not. Oops. Making some silly mistakes here and there. No, attack that unit. Oh, it's because they're in a locked formation. Stop that. There we go. Break them. More information. Guys, I am very excited for the new God of War to finally arrive. I've heard so many good things about it. Also, I need to play Nier Automata, but people keep harassing me about that one. People are like, you need to finish it. And I'm like, but busy. I'm busy. I've got too many games to play, and I got too many videos to make. I'm gonna die young. I'm gonna die. Let's see. Alright, let's ceasefire. Alright, I do like how they at least went through the effort of putting new voice lines in. If I was gonna hear the same fucking Rome 2 recycled voice lines, though, I was gonna be a little upset. Or no, that's an understatement. I was gonna be extremely upset, guys. 4. Ugh, why can't I... 1... I might buy the soundtrack for this. I like this soundtrack. Shall we make it louder? I think we shall. Let's see. Sound. Let's turn up the master, but at the cost of the special effects and the speech volume. As well as we don't really need to worry about that. Let's just turn it off for extra good measure. Let me know if it's too loud. Sounds nice. I like it. Alright, kill them. Bitte, bitte schön. Now, do we have any big clusters of infantry running away? Not particularly. Probably just gonna be a wipe for them pretty much after this one. And also, I'd like to point out that the AI just got fucking curb stomped by levies. I assume they had levies too. Okay, well that should be good actually. We'll call that battle good. Want some spoilers? Not particularly. Thing is, I already get things spoiled to me anyways, but if not. Preferably not. But I kind of already know what happens, because I am familiar with the comics. I'm not a big comic fella, though. Never was able to fully get into them. Unfortunately, friends dragged me into manga, but luckily for me, despite it being mildly entertaining, it was just the same thing, principally. I get bored while reading comics. I enjoy books more. I love comics. I love the idea of comics. I like the idea of maybe one day making a comic. But personally reading them, I just struggle to read them. I struggle to maintain focus or interest, as I very often get distracted by the little details in the artwork here and there. Especially now. Inspirational speech. Faction destroyed. You think the turns would go faster?
We await your command. Yes. So be it.
Alright. We got that. Snatched it up nice and good we did. There's an enemy army there.
The men have trained for this.
The men have trained for this. Mercia is just getting slowly smaller, which is good for me. This rebellion has taken that settlement. Maybe a time to possibly intervene in this area and thusly grow my kingdom out. Not a bad idea.
The men are ready to serve.
We've got the food to handle it, but the fucking that is the cancerous thing. Ugh. Just a bunch of chaff. Should very easily be able to take said settlement. Now, where's our other army? That one is slightly battered. Oh no, that's not the one. This one's the battered one. There we go. Oh no, they're not actually they're doing a lot better than I thought they would. We'll have them head up to the north and help wipe out this kingdom. But I honestly think we've already reached the wrap-up part of this campaign. We're so big and I'm so powerful to the point where I don't really have any possible real threats. 500 issues of Iron Man. See, that's the problem I have with Marvel and, you know, DC Comics and all that stuff. I like the idea of them. And fuck, I enjoyed the hell out of the Arkham games. Or, well, some of them. Not the recent one. But, and I enjoy the premise of it. But the problem I always have is the fact that it's overly convoluted with too much stuff. And it's not convoluted like 40K. 40K is over convoluted and it suffers from that. However, its saving grace is the fact that it doesn't have 30 different versions of the Horus Heresy. Which is awesome, because I don't have to worry about version BC where fucking the Emperor fucked Horus in the ass. Like, god damn it. Like, what? Versus the Marvel and DC have the issue of having like a bunch of varying alternative universes and subcategories. And I'm just like, that's just too much information. It's like Battletech. It's like 40K. They have one storyline, and they just keep expanding and adding to that. And I like that format a lot more. I don't like the hundreds of variations. That's why I only indulge myself occasionally in the Marvel films. But even then, most Marvel films are trash. Because they suffer from the traditional fucking Marvel writing Disney trope, where it's all the same after a while. Can I eventually just absorb these people? Also, these guys have just slowly conquered their way around them. Guys need to deal with them. Now, we'll go closer. Actually, no, we'll be fine. No, fuck! I just clicked. This mouse. It's the mouse's fault. I blame the mouse. Yeah, that is the thing that kept me away from... That's why I only follow the Marvel films slightly, and even then they're kind of meh in terms of writing. Like, in terms of writing, some of them are decent. Some of them are decent. I liked the original Thor movie a lot, even though it had its clear problems. I did not like the sequel with the space elves, and they had to spread the darkness because of the darkness. Like, there's some cliche elements to the storytelling, and there's very cliche things. There's everybody lives, and if anybody's gonna die, it's gonna be in one of these big movies, and only in these big movies. So you know it's gonna be specific. There's nothing that's gonna catch you off surprise. But then again, that's not an easy thing to do. More pots. Now we've got a lot of guys who leveled up, and governors to be exact, who are going to make me a lot of fucking money. That's right. More money for my mighty kingdom. I like the idea of what Thrones of Britannia is trying to do here. I think they did it too small of a scale. It needs to be 10 times the size. It needs to be better optimized. Fuck. It needs to be basically Crusader kings like this. And you can form into nations and your tech... Here's what they can do with the unit thing. Okay, I get it. We have everything locked within a certain bracket of technology. You're able to recruit every unit from that period. However, it should move up in like tiers. So once you reach a certain amount of prerequisites, you can move to tier 2 technology of the next period. And there should be a gap thing to cover for AIs that struggle. So regardless, you'll always reach a certain tech point after a certain amount of time has passed. That way you can't fall too far behind, but at the same time you can't go too far ahead, preventing any sort of retarded gaps that we would see in Attila. Basically forcing the tech line to be advanced. Scripting the tech tree wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, I like the idea of having a tech tree. In Total War, it's a little bit less interesting because it's just minor bonuses here and there. If you lock it to more event-based things and do it sort of the way Medieval 2 did, I think we could have a lot more interesting stuff. Also, every 5 years is an apocalyptic event where everyone dies and they restart the universe. Space elves. Yeah. The thing is, that's the problem I have with Marvel, is the fact that it keeps going through this perpetual cycle of just redoing and redoing and redoing. Oh, that's gonna be handy. Also, trading works weird, so let me show you guys, for those of you who haven't seen this game thus far. Now, this game is mildly fun, and I only recommend it mildly, because the mechanics are fun to dick around with, but I only would recommend this game, I think, to hardcore Total War fans who would just be interested in finicking with the mechanics, and then being upset about the War Fervor mechanic. I really dislike that mechanic. It might just be me, but I really, really don't like it. It doesn't... It punishes you too much for being at peace, and it punishes you, or no, yeah, it does if I remember right. Like, let's see, War Fervor measures your people's appetite for war. On the higher difficulty settings, you lose more war fever with each war you are engaged in. That's mildly annoying. Armies in own territory, like that's punishing you for. It punishes you for having defensive armies. Let's put it like that. Ah, the squirrel girl. The infamous squirrel girl. I'll redraw that for that person if they'd like. I'll make her kawaii as shit. Fuck it. Fuck squirrel girl. We'll make Aerith girl. Yeah. Space villain to the rescue. Saving Earth. Hell yeah, that'd be a cool fucking comic. I'd buy it. Only, not just because it has my own fucking signature character in it. Aerith. Aerith is a character I'm surprised. You know, it's a miracle Aerith became a character. Fuck, even she's the mascot of the fucking channel now. Think about that. I put Aerith in a bin after I disregarded her because I didn't like her character in a game I was working on. I was like, I just don't see it fitting. And it just didn't. She didn't fit and she didn't belong. And that was before she had cat ears and a cat tail. Or green eyes. I think she had actually just brown eyes at that point. She was kind of bland. Intervene. Give your blessing. One of your subjects has recently become infatuated. Fuck him. Windstorm. Our buildings are so shady, wind blows them over. God damn it. Aerith is a meme. She's become a meme. She has transcended. She's transcended even me. That's what made me happy, I think. That's what made me proud, actually. Like father and daughter. She grew up. She's on her own, being a meme, doing meme stuff. And it makes me happy. Now, we need to... God, it does turn into an auto-resolve fest, Bubbles. Jesus Christ. Did I just take London? I don't think so. Oh my god, I did. Oh no, they're making border gore. Ally, stop that. You bad ally. You're a bad ally. Alright, we can assign more provincial governors. A born governor. Somebody must have died there. I'm starting to get used to it being there, though. Madman, Defender would be much more logical. I got a possible governors, though. That's a bit of an issue. Get that. And we'll get this. Okay. Now, this region suffers from food issues. However, we can't really increase the food produced here because there isn't really... Actually, no, wait. There is a way to deal with it. However, it costs us a deficit. Which is actually something I really don't want. Don't need deficits. Also, what's this? A small priory? Convert it into a Sancte Albanese. Finally encountered a different culture group. Or subculture group within Britain. Oops, I passed it. There we go. That one will give us negative. This one won't affect us, so we'll just do that one. All right.
I expect you need gold.
Idiot might be... Idiot. Aerith might be the first or second. I couldn't tell you. They want a peace treaty, huh? Well, I admire their tenacity for peace. I, however, realize that they are dead. And with that realization, we will crush our enemies into small little sparrow's egg. Also, we'll probably do a lot more streaming on the weekends, I think. Because, as I found out, it's pretty fucking hard. Pretty. It is pretty hard to work on lore videos as well as do streams. God also helped me in terms of working in art practice somewhere. I haven't made any art pieces except for the thumbnail for this series. Since this thumbnail for this series. And that's not good, because that's been like a couple of days. And fucking I go days without making anything. This is something that needs to change. We need to rebalance the schedule. Forger... Who are you? You're general. Okay, well, we'll give you champion. You're another general. Just go for fucking champion.
All forces in good order.
Look at that. Bam! Another territory.
Battle awaits. Attack the foe. Leave none alive.
Oh, they're dead? Enemy killed in Batole. Alright. Got some farms and some hunting lodges. That's always good. I mean, I feel like I've kinda won this. Also, my AI hasn't taken out that. But they do need to add a trade function for settlements. How much porn have you drawn over the years? Well, I've only drawn, like, 2 lewds of Aerith ever. And then Neonix drew, like, fucking full-blown hentai of Aerith getting a face full of ice cream, if you know what I mean. It looked pretty cold. She was gasping for air from what it looked like. You can find that in the Discord server, I'm sure, under the scribbles. If you scroll long enough up. Also, Aerith's fucking honkers and that have fucking grown drastically by comparison. It's a little absurd, actually, how big those are. Not healthy. I'm surprised she can even stand upright. Was it brown ice cream? No. Looked like vanilla. But then again, it was a pencil picture. And again, to Neonix's credit, it was pretty fucking well drawn. Like, holy shit. Fantastic art skills, that one. Now, we'll snatch up this settlement, thus making even more border gore as we proceed here. This is the problem, guys. The border gore is getting obscene here. Oh, goodness gracious.
The men have trained for this.
The men have trained for this. Yes, yes.
Leave none alive.
Champion. Scribe. There we go. And champion. I mean, look at that. We're kind of just wrapping up this campaign already. You guys are like, you barely taking the map. But, okay, what faction has come to near to me in fucking size and strength? Pretty sure none of them. Oof, that's looking terrible. Here's the problem I have over here. So this guy controls a bunch of random fuck all territories. Also, the resolution for this map is terrible. Seriously. Shouldn't be hard for Creative Assembly to release a better resolution map, please. Ah, where's their... There they are. Okay, so it's only these guys that are going to look like border gore. Cunt is what we should call them. Because they're making border gore disgusting. This province is a little unhappy. Sure, by upgrading it, it'll gain happiness somehow magically. Public order isn't as annoying. I will give it credit where credit is due. That is good. Can't really deal with that, though. The disloyalty thing. Ugh.
I expect you need gold to sweeten the deal. I will try.
No, I just want your land, because that'll make me gold anyways. Medieval 2 punishes you for auto-resolving. Almost too much, in my opinion, actually, that it's actually harmful. I do think it needs to not be as harmful when you just, you know, encounter a handful of levies and you've got, like, fucking knights, because that's just mildly annoying to deal with. But it should punish you if there's a relatively equal force or close to equal. You should be punished for auto-resolving. In terms of strength. And enemy armies should also be... Oh, God, what the hell is going on here? I don't care about these pop-ups. All I care is by the fact that we have to turn around and go deal with something annoying. And look, they've taken another territory. This is going to look really fucking fugly, guys. Holy shit. Where'd they come from? Oh, they must have rebelled or something. It's that stupid percent thing. There's nothing I can do to control that. Do we get any text to fucking influence it even the slightest? No. For sword and axe infantry. That's pretty good. More shield effectiveness. It's always handy. Another fucking auto. Liberate. Liberate ECX. This faction will become a military ally. Why would I do that? When I can occupy it.
All forces in good order.
Now, we need to turn around and clean up this before this AI army here, which is going to take that. Oh, cringy. Cringy. Ever tried auto-resolve in Mountain Blade? Mountain Blade is not a very fun game. Well, no, that's incorrect. Mountain Blade was super fun when it came out. Mountain Blade, however, has aged very, very, very poorly, in my opinion, as time has gone on. Because I cannot stomach to play it anymore. And while graphics aren't everything, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to just the overall functionality of the game. It's just... Ugh. Turn her down, take her hand. Fuck it, I don't care. Just make babies. Okay. Now we've got loyalty problems that need dealing with. Declare heir. I'm sure that would help. Othward. Who's the current heir? Game? The guy in that family? Oh, that's weird. But we won't declare him heir. He is not worthy. He is not worthy of being heir. Oh, it's gonna be time to drag up the AC from the basement. It is getting fucking toasty in here, boys. Also, Saturday we'll fucking throw up the final the next BattleTech episode just because we've taken so long. No. We'll do another stream of just contracts. How about that? We should just stream the contracts. Just do contracts and have a good time. Hopefully Sunday we'll have the next lore video almost ready. Then again, I've got to do sound effects. Stupid me, fucking getting overly ambitious as usual. Taking it way too far in terms of design. Well, blah blah, war fervor problems, etc, etc. Now, we need to keep fucking taking out territory after territory of these guys. Pots and that. Oops, forgot to secure his loyalty. Watch him just be a total traitor. Okay, we need to take this before they do anything. It's gonna be an auto. Assuming they stay there. And that is assuming, I suppose. That's fine. They can take a little attrition. We need a new governor. That's cool. Or a preacher. You can click and drag, apparently. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Difference between early game, where you 5+ guys you can kill. Like game. What? Oh, Medieval 1 is fucking hard. Medieval 1 and Shogun 1, in my opinion, were actually kind of hard for me. Then again, I played them a long time ago. But yeah, I struggled with those games. Those games were tough. And I think it was mostly the controls were very, very hard for me to originally get used to as a child. And as a child, I had already played Rome 1, and I had recently acquired them in a gold bundle. Both Shogun 1 and Medieval 1. And they were fucking incredibly hard to fucking figure out. Then I got Empire Total War. Then I eventually got Medieval 2. Medieval 2, my parents wouldn't get me because it had sex in it. Oh my god, I know. It's like, I get Empire, I get games where thousands of people... I get games where people can kill people, but apparently creating little babies is bad. Decline War. And you don't even see anything, that's my point. Dependable in a fight. And I'd like to point out Rome 1 had sex in it, okay? People had sex, it was implied. Who's Vissing? They're a Viking faction. Judging by that fucking logo. Can I see where they are? Well, I'll enter war on Allied side. We'll see where they pop up. Just a little bit of attrition. It's not terrible. Ooh, that does not help. Yeah. Quickly occupy it. Bam. We've got it back under control. Just like that.
We will do our utmost. Leave none alive. Glory awaits us.
Oh, the border gore is real. The border gore is real. Fortunately, they have a similar color to me. Vikings have landed there. Interesting. Hopefully my allies will know how to deal with that without my assistance. And again, we've always fucking overestimated the AI's skills at things. Let's take a quick look at the Sadr settlement, shall we? Interesting. Take the furs. Yeah, quite lucrative in trade. I do remember Medieval 1 and Medieval 2's early game being relatively boring. Medieval 2, I think, was most notorious because I put far more time into that. Early game is just such a drag. It's just like, gotta get past the first, like, 30 or so turns. To where, you know, by then you'll actually have some things and you'll actually see interesting units besides just levies everywhere. Then again, I played it enough to the point where that got to be annoying. Let's see. Well, he's dead. Just like that, guys. We'll need to tear this down, Mr. Gorbachev, and repair that. Just like that. This military has low supplies. Well, that is rather unfucking fortunate now, isn't it? I'm going to have to betray my ally. It is annoying how our territories are interweaved like this. Very annoying. Can I request them after the war, I wonder? There's no fucking war score thing, is there? Something I'm unaware of acutely. And this time we'll finish these guys off for good. They're dead. Civil War? Hold on. Say what? I don't think I have a civil war. I would have noticed. Hold on. Is there something I'm not fucking noticing? The fact that it mentioned it is mildly worrying. Governor. More money, please. Thank you. Buildings require repair. Repairs are underway. Low supplies. Loyalty problems. We'll just adopt them. I decree you to be my child. Not loyal? You're part of my family now. Be loyal somehow. You may still assign provincial governors to middle sucks. Well, we're gonna start running out of governments. Impassioned. We'll put an impassioned man in charge. And for there, a bowman, I guess. Boop. God damn it. There we go. No more edicts in this game either. 10,000 BC. What the hell is wrong with you boys? Jesus. We've got loyalty problems up the wazoo. I do not like this loyalty system. Mucho, mucho, cancero. Makes me sad. Also, how do I deal with this ever-growing fucking ally? It is fucking annoying me. Disgusting border gore. How do we deal with it? Treachery. That is the only way we deal with it, guys. Freaking treachery. The Vikings haven't been dealt with. They're gonna take all your settlements, guys. Jesus Christ. Get your shit in gear. Oops. Fuck. Well, I'll upgrade it next turn, I suppose. See, the thing is, if you want to make a Total War, or not, if you want to make a 40k game similar to Total War, that would work. If you make a Total War 40k game, you're going to be sad. Because the formula will not work. Imagine it. You're going to have infantry that are going to have to move independently. Regiments are fairly complicated by comparison. Your standard regiment has a mixture of all sorts of varying weapons. And while you can argue that in Total War you got like archers and things, another fucking annoying thing. You have different regiments with different units and war gear within them. You're going to need a very robust and very optimized system, and I do not think Total War is capable of doing that. And I think that would not actually look good. Sounds good on paper, but I don't think it would look good. These rebellions are annoying.
We will do our utmost. Yes. Without fail.
Smash it down. Now let's see, what else do we have problems with? That needs to be converted. We've got more and more loyalty problems.
All forces in good order.
And who are you? You're a general. There we go. Maxed it out. Just how we like it, I suppose. Mailed CX, replace CX warriors. Okay, so you do get to upgrade your units through armor. That's kind of good. I like that. However, it's only to chainmail, not plate or anything cool. Makes me sad. The temperature in this room is absolutely absurd. I do need to drag out the AC unit. I'm sad now. Rise of Nations was a good game. Pretty fun it was. Did I not repair that? My mistake. There we go. Now, let us cycle through our settlement, shall we? To the most sad, you'll get the most upgrades. How about that? That's a nice trade-off. Things are so streamlined. Like, I don't even know if I want to do what the heck is. This game's so simple. Let's see. Market. Maybe just for the money.
The men are ready to serve.
I don't know, guys. XCOM 40k, where you play as the orcs. XCOM could work, theoretically speaking. As orcs, I don't know. Maybe. You'll have to do it parody. You could get away with it. It could work. 40k is high sci fantasy. It can get away with a lot. Because it has magic and it has elements that, like gods and things. And while some nerds argue that having gods and having your gods explained makes them not fantasy elements is absolutely ludicrous. Doesn't matter if you explain how methods of things work. There's not an actual science behind it. Intervene. Give your blessing. Marry. What else do we need to do, guys? We need to do a lot of things. These guys need to marry. Oh, it's getting uncomfortably warm in here. God damn it. Summer came quick. Or spring did. Jesus.
We will do our
Oh, God. this campaign.
For the Anglican.
It's already gotten quite stale. That's the problem, guys. That is the legitimate problem here. The game has already outstayed its fucking welcome. Yeah, for those of you who are sitting on the fence, I don't think you should get this game. It's just not... Like, look at this. I've done a couple of battles because I actually had to do some. They were pretty fucking stale, and now I've just sort of taken over an entire fucking kingdom. 2 of them. And while the AI seems to be mildly more aggressive, which is a good thing, I think. Like, we have factions that are forming into fairly significant powers. Problem is it just doesn't feel like it carries any weight. I don't know. Your dark gods are silly, my boy. Just kidding. Your dark gods are cool, but they're still a fantasy thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, when people hear me say that, like, it's a fantasy thing, people are like, it's inherently bad because of it. It's like, no. High fantasy is fucking cool as shit. And Warhammer 40k is the only high fantasy universe I even know of in existence. And one of the rare few good high fantasy universes in general. Because World of Warcraft is high fantasy, and that certainly isn't good. StarCraft is high fantasy, and that's pretty bad. BattleTech isn't high fantasy, it's low. Star Wars is low. What else? Star Trek is low. Yeah, I can't even think of any off the top of my head. Dune kind of is a high sci fantasy. Kind of. It's in a weird middle ground. Dune's pretty good. These rebellions are the absolute bane of my life. Gauging how rebellions happens in this game is so annoying. I'm actually just fucking I'm dead inside from this. Is that not my army? No, you're my army. An actual battle. Holy shit. What happens if we do this? Nothing. Warcraft, an RTS game, is fun. Warcraft's writing, on the other hand, is not very interesting in my opinion, and is very stale. But that's just me. And that has to do with personal preference, mostly. It's pretty well written, all things considered. In terms of quality, it's actually pretty solid. In terms of personal, though, I do not like it. Just because. Just don't particularly care for it. Though I do enjoy the Warcraft games, though. Now, we actually sort of are going to battle over this little town. That's kind of cute. We'll battle inside of the town, because we can. Now we gotta move our little lads up. Are you lighting houses on fire? God damn it, assholes. It doesn't do anything. Apparently Axemen have the trait to burn buildings down. There's no functionality for burning buildings down, though. Not here, at least. How was the Warcraft movie? It was alright. In terms of lore accuracy, while I am familiar with the lore, it was pretty fucking inaccurate, though. Like, painfully inaccurate to the lore. And the fucking human armor. Oh, God. Triggered. See, I just kind of want to watch my little dudes run through the village burning all the little houses, because that's actually more entertaining. Yes, we're burning their village. Isn't that cool, guys? We're like, we must take this land, so we will burn all the buildings. Oh, do they have a limited amount of things they can burn? Seems like that must be the case. These buildings are fortunate we ran out of torches. That is interesting. We actually have a limited amount of torches limited amount of torches.
Set for war. On the double. Quick march.
Now, let's mess with the standard formation of melee front.
Into formation.
No, I said melee front, ranged rear. Like that. Perfect.
Pound the earth.
Look at that. We're burning these little buildings down. Isn't that cute, guys? What they need to include in this game is your soldiers randomly running off to kill civilian men, loot and burn and rape the houses. 10 out of 10 realism. Well, if they want to add, if Creative Assembly wants to go for realism, you should give an order and then it should roll a dice whether or not the unit will receive said order. If you want to be accurate to the time frame and to standard warfare in this period. Because the basic thing was that you had the officers of each regiment sort of get in position and you gave them the general idea and then everything was out of control once the battle started. You don't get to micromanage this level, nor do the enemy. Which is why generals would carefully pick the field. Picking the field was more important, if anything, because that would determine, you know, if they had the high ground advantages and things like that. Enemy units cannot properly flank around there. Okay, let's have them deal with them. I mean, it's an alright little Total War, but yeah, I mean, for the price, I'd say just pick up Attila if you haven't. That's got a lot more depth and meat to it than this one. This is kind of stale. Feels like a quick cash grab at the end of the day. That is true, yep. The Dukes, they'd always take honorable positions to try to take all the glory and then fuck up positionings of other units based because they want the vanguard or they wanted this position because they wanted more glory and more honor. Yep, and that led to a plethora of fucking problems, that is for certain. Chase them into a continual route. Shatter them. Actually, you're too heavy. Your light spear infantry. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow, they reformed.
The battle is turning in our favor.
That's ludicrous. You will not succeed. The fact that they aren't fucking... Wow. Wow is all I've got to say. Alright. Yeah, I agree. You only end up shooting friendlies at this frickin' point. I just feel kind of rigid in this one for some reason. Might just be me, though. Oh well, that kind of wraps up this battle. Or just find a way to keep the enemy away from their alcohol. Yeah, that would probably do it. Like the Byzantines say in the Stratgoi. Byzantines actually were fucking interesting, though, in early medieval warfare because they actually kind of retained a lot of their fucking, you know, cool doctrines and fucking way of fighting. Versus everyone else just sort of went down to the full fucking derpy path of derp. Which is why I was like, why do this? You could do this period of time, but do it in like the Byzantines, like in fighting like something, anything. It'd be a little bit more interesting because the dynamic units have some of the Balkans in there, some of like the little bits of Middle East, a little bits of Europe, the Eastern chunk, and just have it centered around the Byzantines. Because everyone around them is interesting because they sit in the center of the world. It makes them interesting. Hence why the city of the center of the world, or whatever, city of the world, or whatever it was called, Constantinople. You know what I'm talking about. More houses burned down. I don't know how that happened, but that happened. Well, I think that safely concludes that battle. It's alright. It's alright, but again, it's something that I'm like, yeah, you should have just developed a better game, honestly. It leaves a lot to be desired, is all I'm trying to say. Just feels like Attila. Reminds me of Age of Charlemagne, actually, quite exactly. Except there's more stuff in Age of Charlemagne, though. God damn it! And it's bigger. You have Britain. It's not just centered around frickin' Britain. Yeah, I hope the Total War Saga series is an idea they don't continue. By the way, please, you don't need to milk the franchise. Okay, just make a good game, and you'll sell it fucking like hotcakes. I tell you guys, I friggin' tell you. More importantly, I'm going to throw a link to Discord, because I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Next up on the stream things to do is we're going to do Battletech, though. Battletech, and continue our fucking glorious campaign on that. We might have to do, like, an old-time... Or no, Bubbles is doing an old-timey Total War. You can watch Bubbles' Medieval 2 Lord of the Rings series, where he is happy and not sad. Trust me, he's happy all the time. Bubbles is the happiest guy around. But yeah, we'll call this a victory. Because I don't think there's anybody who can actually oppose me. Other than the annoying rebellions. Which I have yet to get a grasp on the RNG system of that. But yeah, come and pop in the Discord and say hi. We'll have a quick chit chat and then I'll slowly fucking kill myself to go get fucking lettuce. So yeah. Anyways, without further ado guys, I hope you enjoyed this little stream. It was nice seeing you all again. And we'll stream more on the weekends, I think. Instead of the weekdays. Because I think that'll be just easier to do. But yeah. Until then guys, have a good one.